Hey everyone, thank you for joining us. We're going to give everybody a chance to join into the session, so we'll begin shortly. So don't go anywhere, we'll pick it right back up in a minute. All right, thank you everyone for joining us today. I'm Beth Segovia. I'm the CEO here at TradeCentric. And today I'm joined by my colleague Stephanie Fagan, our Vice President of Customer Success. We're excited to be here with you today. And what we're going to be talking about are the 5 trends that we see influencing B2B connected commerce in 2025. As we get started, just a few housekeeping things. If you have any questions, please drop those into the chat and we are going to address those questions as a follow-up. You can always send us a question at info@tradecentric.com as well. And finally, we'd be delighted, Stephanie and I both, if you would connect with us on LinkedIn, and we can always message and answer your questions there. For now, let's get started by introducing ourselves. So Stephanie, why don't you go first?
I'm Stephanie Fagan. I'm the Vice President of Customer Success, as Beth said. My team works with our customers to ensure that they achieve the full value of our software and are also achieving the goals that they have for their internal business metrics.
Thank you, Stephanie. And as I mentioned, I'm Beth Segovia. I'm CEO here at TradeCentric. I've been with the company now about 18 months. I have a background in B2C e-commerce as well as B2B e-commerce, and then a whole life in hardware IT before TradeCentric. We're both delighted to be here and to talk to you about some trends as we think about 2025 planning. So why don't we jump into trend number 1? So first trend is we really see this incredibly strong focus on procurement as a strategic buying channel. So what do we mean by that? So e-commerce is no longer an afterthought. McKinsey issued a report that said that for B2B suppliers, more than 7 out of 10 of them are now offering an e-commerce storefront, and over 30% of their revenues are now coming through those channels. And for the first time last year, that eclipsed in-person sales. So e-commerce is here to stay. But having a storefront isn't enough anymore. So we used to call it table stakes. It probably still is, but more than that, buyers want to integrate their procurement platforms directly into their supplier commerce systems. So why does a buyer want to do this? Buyers want that for a number of reasons. First, they want to make it easy for their employees to buy what they need. Second, they want to take all of the inefficiency out of that process. They want to issue POs. They want invoices to come in that match those POs. They don't want there to be any error resolution to need to happen, no manual errors. So they want to gain efficiency and buy as effectively as possible. Third, they want to be able to see their spend. So what you can see, what you can manage and measure, you can control, and they want to be able to control spend, and they want to leverage that investment they've made in their procurement channel. So they want to integrate directly with their B2B suppliers. So we were really seeing the best of the best B2B suppliers really taking this on board. So not just to react to that buyer requirement, but to drive a whole connected commerce program. Because by leveraging and connecting and integrating with their buyers, they're doing a couple of things. They're gaining all of those efficiencies for themselves by automating transactions, but more than that, they're growing revenue, they're becoming more sticky with their buyers, and they're generating more loyal relationships with their buyer customers. We spent the fall talking to a number of our customers, and we really have confirmed that they intend to invest more this year and going forward in connecting to their buyers. And frankly, we think everybody should be doing that. Let's go on to the second trend. So Stephanie, why don't you take that?
Sure. The second trend that we see is an investment in technologies that provide the most value in return on investment. As Beth said, as I said, I talk to customers every day and about the growing need to prove ROI in a super, super competitive market. Many of these companies struggle with the lack of tools to effectively measure it, making it difficult to prioritize investments. As Beth said, we spent the fall talking to a number of our customers, and there was not one singular way that our customers measure return on investment. So that's why we developed an ROI calculator, return on investment calculator. to give our customers and businesses the transparency and actionable data that they need to make informed decisions. So just to give you an example of how that works, I worked with a customer this past year on a renewal, and they shared with us that their IT budget, specifically software, had been cut dramatically. Now, I am confident that many of you are seeing the exact same thing. I look forward to meeting the customer whose budget has doubled or tripled over the last year, right? We're all asked to do more with less. So by proving the return on investment with our software, we were able to renew their agreement and increase the value of it due to that return on the investment that they have seen with us over the last several years. So investing in solutions that deliver and track measurable results is critical for driving growth and long-term success in your business. So this is why we see this as the second trend. So Beth, I'll flip it back to you for the third one.
Thank you, Stephanie. So the third one is one that's sort of near and dear to my heart. So trend is really focused on that data that you need that's real time, up to the moment, and visibility that helps you manage your business. Right. So let's talk about this a little bit. So, what do all of us want to be able to do? We want to be able to make informed decisions. We want to be confident in the decisions that we make. And we want to use information to identify opportunities, address challenges, drive growth. Without a robust platform and without the ability to see the data and understand what it's trying to tell you to do, building a business and managing the complexity of B2B interaction can be overwhelming. And frankly, you're just going to miss things. You're going to miss opportunities to optimize your business and take advantage of things that you might not be able to see. So we're seeing a trend in that organizations aren't just looking for the information, but they're really hungry for what is it telling me to do? What is that next actionable insight? How can I enable quick and strategic decision making? So we really think actionable insights really turns into proactive, result-driven strategies that enable commerce programs to really develop and grow faster. So we've really taken that on board here at Trade Centric, and we've launched an exciting expansion to our own capabilities around analytics. We've met with a number of suppliers and a number of prospects that are considering how to manage their programs effectively. And while you can integrate one-on-one with a buyer yourself through a do-it-yourself program or platform, the thing we find that many people cannot do is create this really robust insight into the data that they're managing. So we created it for them. Right? We wanted to be able to have a platform that enables customers to see their spend with their buyers, see when there's dramatic changes in the flow of those transactions and be able to optimize and maximize. So should you maintain integrations if one of your buyers isn't active with you, maybe before you consider turning off that integration, it inspires a conversation that helps you build a stronger partnership with your buyer. So really looking at where you're getting the most out of your integration investments and also how you can build and optimize your relationships with your buyers is what we think is a real opportunity by having access to the information that you're running your business on and being able to see what is that next best action. Wow, that's a tongue twister, but I think I got it out. All right, Stephanie, let's go through trend number 4.
All right, so this would not be a trends-focused presentation if we didn't use the word AI. So AI is our trend number 4. AI is truly transforming B2B commerce as it is transforming almost everything that we touch these days. It is enabling greater automation, personalization, and efficiencies in ways that we've never seen before. While the potential is exciting, the rapid adoption of AI can feel a little bit like the Wild West. It's unregulated and full of risks. In fact, you should always check your data. One of the biggest concerns we hear around AI is data privacy and security. Many AI tools rely on massive data sets, which can inadvertently expose sensitive business information. For companies like the ones that we deal with that are handling critical buyer and supplier data, it's a major concern. How that data is stored, how it's used and protected needs to be a top priority. It's all about striking the right balance between innovation and security and making sure that you reap the benefits of AI without putting your business or your customers at risk. In fact, we have customers who ask that specific information of yours not be included in any AI training and operation. So at TradeCentric, we fully embrace the potential of AI, but we do it with a very clear focus on data security and integrity. Our priority is to protect your business data while helping you leverage AI technologies to achieve better outcomes. As AI continues to shape the future of B2B commerce and all of our lives, businesses need to choose partners who prioritize both innovation and security. So that's why AI is trend number 4. Beth, you want to take us through the 5th one?
Stephanie, thank you. So let's talk about that last trend that we're really observing. What we're finding is that many more B2B suppliers are leveraging a technology partner to enable their integration and automation as they look at this order to cash process and enable their relationships with their buyers. So why are they doing that? So first of all, I think the environment is super complex. So not only are there 75 or 100 e-commerce systems and many more on top of that, including those that are homegrown. There are also just as many or more procurement systems on the other side that buyers are leveraging, and they can be specific to verticals. They can be homegrown as well. So there's a decent amount, I would say a significant amount of complexity as you consider all the different buyers that you're working with and the systems that you're trying to communicate to. So as we see suppliers think about intentional connected commerce programs and have the goal of connecting with as many buyers as possible, then they're immediately faced with the complexity of all those different systems and how to make them talk to each other. So often we see B2B suppliers start by doing it themselves. So starting with a single integration to react to a buyer who's made a request that turns into 5 or 10 buyers that are now connected to thinking about, am I automating PO invoicing and punch out? Am I automating other things that the buyer is asking for? And pretty quickly we see our suppliers say, I think this is getting pretty complex and I'm spending all of my time thinking about solving the IT problem, when what I really want to be doing is solving business challenges and growing my business and growing my relationships with my buyers. And so that's why we're seeing so many suppliers turn to a trusted partner and a dedicated purpose-built platform to not only remove the complexity out of the process and to hand off and leverage those experts, but to really free up their time so that their time can be focused on building their business, not building integrations. There's also an ecosystem out there that we're seeing suppliers rely on. So not only is it about choosing the right platform and technology, but it's also about how do you go get that done. And so we're seeing them focus on working with SIs as partners to help with implementation of those platforms. So certainly here at TradeCentric, we're very proud of the platform that we have built, and we're seeing more and more customers turn their in-house DIY connected commerce programs over to us so that the experts can handle the IT work while we leave the business leaders to handle the business of building their business. So with that, Stephanie, why don't you summarize what we talked about today?
Of course. Thanks so much, Beth. Those were really great points. In fact, I think all the points that we went through were really important on all the topics. So let me quickly recap the 5 trends that we just covered. So first, e-procurement as a strategic buying channel. E-procurement is quickly becoming a critical sales channel, which drives efficiency and creates seamless buyer experience. Number 2, investment in a ROI-driven technology. Businesses are prioritizing technology investments that deliver measurable results, value, and optimize operational performance. Another tongue twister. Everyone's budgets are being cut, so we want to make sure that companies are investing in technologies that are actually providing a return. Third, real-time data visibility. Super, super important, right? Data drives all of our business decisions. So enhancing the data visibility enables businesses to make informed, smart decisions, identify opportunities, and drive growth, which is what we're all after. And then number 4, how can we forget AI? AI is transforming B2B commerce by driving automation, personalization, and efficiency while balancing innovation with data security. security, super, super important. And then last but not least is partnering for integration. So collaborating with technology specialists ensures efficient, scalable solutions for integration and automation. So we feel that these are the top 5 trends that are driving B2B commerce today.
So we certainly hope that having insight into those trends helps you as you think about your planning for 2025. We are certainly in the throes of our 2025 planning here at Trade Centric and engaging all of our customers in that planning exercise. And we certainly hope we'll be talking to you shortly. So we want to thank you for joining us today, and we appreciate your time. We have a full blog on these trends that you can find on our website, and we're going to drop it here in the chat as well, so you can access it directly. Again, we'd invite you to connect with us on LinkedIn. We'd be delighted to understand the challenges in front of you and see if we have any advice to offer to help you take that next step and move your business forward. Thank you so much for joining us, and we hope we'll see you next time.
Thanks. Bye-bye.